Hi and welcome to Old School Rhythm and Blues Guitar. It is time for the Rhythm and Blues Guitar Solo lesson for January through March 2018. And this month we're going to look at the solo, real simple but very cool solo from a song called Mathilda by a group known as Cookie and the Cupcakes, one of my favorite obscure 50s, 60s R&B groups. The tune is very cool, and you may have heard the cover version by the Fabulous Thunderbirds in, I think, the 70s or the 80s. And this guitar solo is very similar to what Jimmy Vaughn plays on their version, but it's got a couple little differences in it. So it's in the key of C sharp, D flat, which is kind of a weird, but that's what it, when I play along with the record, that's what I hear it in. So I'm going to play mostly in the first position blues box in C sharp or D flat, however you want to look at it. Let me play it for you one time and then we'll take it apart. Now that last part that I played is not really in the Cookie and the Cupcakes version. You can't really hear how he ends the solo. It's almost like he just kind of stops before he's finished. But I'll show you what I would play, because this is what Jimmy Vaughn plays, and I think it's really neat. So we're in C sharp, D flat, and we're starting the first lick over the 1. I'm starting on the 9th fret of the 3rd string to the 10th fret, and then 9, 11 on the 2nd string to the 9th fret of the 1st string. You can look at the tab on this. Then he's going to go back and forth between the 9th fret of the 1st string and the 11th fret of the 2nd string. Then he's going to slide to the 13th fret of the 1st string, come back to the 11th fret, and then slide to the 9th fret. So the first lick goes like this. And then he throws in a little chord thing. And what I think he's playing is just flattening out one of his fingers on the 11th fret from the 4th string to the 1st string. And just playing it one note at a time. You hear this note if you listen to the original recording. So he plays this lick. Whoops, wrong key. 2, 3. And then he plays that lick again. And this time, he's just going to play that D flat, C sharp, F position chord. I've got my first finger on the 9th fret of the 1st and 2nd strings, second finger on the 10th fret of the 3rd, ring finger on the 11th fret of the 4th. And then he goes like this. Now, I may not have that exactly right. Check the tab. It's something like that. He's going to slide over the 5, which is a flat chord, A second position bar chord, A flat. And I'm just playing over that by sliding to the 13th fret of the 2nd string. I think he gets that twice. To the 11th fret of the 1st string. And then 11, 13, 11. So something like this. And then he's going to come back to this. Whoops, I always go to the C. Back to this. Plays that lick again. We've done that before. And then he ends it up. And you can't really hear what he's doing. So I'm starting on the 9th fret of the 2nd string to the 11th fret to the 12th fret. And then 11, 9 on the 2nd string. So we're on the 2nd string. And then maybe something like that where he goes to the 11th fret of the 3rd string and then hammers on to the 10th fret. I don't know. You listen to the recording and see what you think. And I stop the tab where I lose track of what he's doing. Jimmy Vaughn does something like this with the double stop, which I think is really, really cool. And I'm just doing this, flattening out my ring finger on the 11th fret, 2nd and 3rd string, and then keeping my first finger on the 9th fret, 2nd and 3rd string, hammering on to the 10th fret of the 3rd string, getting the 2nd string as well. So that whole lick, which I think if you ever play this song live is a cool thing to do. So most of the solo he's playing over the first position blues box, and then when he plays over the 5, he's playing over that chord, which is the 5, an A flat chord. So let's do the whole solo real slow one time. This is the solo for Cookie and the Cupcakes, Mathilda. And that is one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. It's so simple, but it's just so perfect for the song. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Hope you're enjoying these lessons. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I don't know, I got such a good response from old school blues guitar. I'm trying old school rhythm and blues guitar. And if all fails, I'm having a lot of fun and learning a lot, figuring out these tunes. I'll be back again in a couple months with another solo from some classic rhythm and blues song. Got some great ones in mind. See you then.